Hi, and welcome to this episode of John's Model Kit Review. In today's fun project completion video, we'll be looking at my first finished build of 2024. This is Airfix's Supermarine Spitfire FR Mk.XIV in 1/48 scale. It is kit number A05135. I've done a series of videos on this build, including an in-process review of this kit, and I talked about some of the kit's strengths and weaknesses. You can check out that video here. I've also done a series of how-to videos on this kit that cover the painting, weathering, and application of decals on this kit as well. All of these videos are on the playlist for this kit, and you can check those out here. Early on in the build process, I had decided to go with marking option B, and that marking option is for a Spitfire FR Mk.XIV of No. 2 Squadron, Royal Air Force, 2nd Tactical Air Force in RAF Buckeberg, Germany in 1950 and 1951. And the simple reason I chose this marking option is because I wanted a silver Spitfire on the shelf. The overall color on this kit is the high-speed silver. It's actually a lacquer that was applied to the Spitfire. It is not overall bare aluminum, although it looks very similar to that. The only real modifications that I made to this kit were adding a set of the Edward pre-painted photo-etched seat belts to the pilot seat. One modification that I did was to drill out the ends of the exhaust stubs, and you can see that in this picture here. While I'm really happy with the finished product here and the way the kit looks on the shelf, I do have a few critiques with this kit. The first of which is that the panel lines are somewhat heavy-handed, and so it makes the finished kit look somewhat toy-like on the shelf. If you model the camouflage aircraft, it's a little bit less apparent, but with the silver color scheme, it does show off the panel lines a little bit more. My second critique of this kit is just the fit of the nose parts on this aircraft, from the bulges that are over the exhaust to the cover that covers a fuel tank that's just in front of the pilot's windscreen. The fit in this area is somewhat lacking. I don't like the design of this area. There's definite room for improvement here. Another thing that's noteworthy is that the riveting detail and the engraving detail on this kit is not nearly as extensive as it would be on an Edward Spitfire, but given the lack of refinement on the panel lines and the detail that is there, I would say that's probably a good thing. Some of the really nice features of this kit included some flat spotted main wheels, and those aren't overly exaggerated, but it's just a really nice touch and they look good on the finished kit. Another thing I really like, the decals in this kit are comprehensive, the marking guide is very clear, and the decals go on very nicely. I had no trouble with the decals at all. The instruction booklet itself is very extensive, it's very nice. I love the way that Airfix provides a decal for the instrument panel, but it fits perfectly and it really looks nice when it's completed. With the exception of the nose area of this aircraft, the fit overall was pretty good. I didn't have any major issues during the construction process, and I think somebody with a few kits under their belt could definitely handle this one. Now that I have the kit completed, you can get a better sense of the painting technique that I used, and that was just using some rattle can lacquer from Testers. I'm really happy with the end result, but I would love to know what you guys think. The Griffin-powered FR Mk.XIV was a photo reconnaissance aircraft that retained the armament of the fighter version of the Spitfire, and that included two 20mm Hispano cannons and two 50 caliber machine guns inboard of those. The Mk.XIV was optimized for low-level reconnaissance, and as such it has the clipped wings for faster roll rate. It also has the Griffin engine that is optimized for performance below 5,000 feet. The Mk.XIV was an excellent performer at lower levels where it was designed to operate, and having an armed reconnaissance aircraft really increased the survivability for the pilots that were flying the photo reconnaissance missions. Well, I'd love to know what you guys think. If any of you out there have built Airfix's Supermarine Spitfire FR Mk.XIV, please feel free to comment in the comment section below. As always, I hope you found this video entertaining and informative, and until next time, model on.